Hey folks, welcome back to the podcast, Evil Dungeon Master Universe Podcast. I am your host, Evil Dungeon Master Vince. Hopefully you're having a good Wednesday here during the week. It's hump day. We're going through another day, another podcast, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Don't forget, you can head over to my website, theevildm.com, where you can sign up for the newsletter and you can support me in various ways listed there on the site. Ask the DM at theevildm.com is my email address. Today's AD&D feature comes from Leroy D20 on X, Twitter, wherever you want to call it these days. He asked me to take a look at the Jackalwere, which is found in the Monster Manual on page 56. It's kind of an interesting creature, to be honest, and it's something that I forgot about, but it's something that you can usually use. It's rare appearing, 1 to 4 normally at a time. Armor class is 4, movement is 12, hit dice is 4, percent in layer is 30. It's got 1 attack and 2d4 damage, but it has a special gaze that causes sleep. So save versus magic, spells, causes you to sleep. Now, it can only be hit by iron or +1 weapons to hit it. It has magic resistance is standard. It's very intelligent and it's a chaotic evil creature. It's considered small, medium, human size. No psionic and no defense modes or anything like that. But the Jackalwere is a malign foe of humankind. A jackal is able to assume the form of a man. In this guise, they roam about seeking to murder humans. They steal their riches and eat the slain victims. The Jackalweres can use human weapons. Its gaze will have the effect upon us as if a sleep spell on any unsuspecting creature which fails its saving throw versus magic. Note, a hostile creature is not unsuspecting. Jackalwere will sometimes, 20% of the time, be found with normal jackals hiding in the pack, which I thought was interesting. And they have a pretty cool picture here of a Jackalwere using a sword after he just slain what looks like an unsuspecting fighter. Now, this creature is... I was thinking about this creature and trying to figure out ways to use him. And like he could be like a town infiltrator. So he can turn into a man. Doesn't say how long or there's anything really off about him. He just turned into a human. So let's just say this person infiltrates a town. He's very intelligent. And little by little, he feeds on people and it makes it look like a wolf attack or something like that. And, it's fine. And maybe he gains the trust of the town and he becomes like a key person in the town. So now he has the influence of the town and he has the ability to sneak out at night. And when the people are unsuspecting, he munches on them as a jackal. The gaze sleeps them, munches on them, goes back to his normal life. And the next day they find this body. They think there's wolves. Player characters come in and now they have to figure out this mystery. The actual jackal himself he recruits the players to figure out the mystery, because what bad guy doesn't like to taunt the people that are trying to figure him out, like cops and everything, by being the person that brings the cops involved? There's no bigger thrill for a killer to do that. So why not do that? So he hires the players to investigate disappearances or strange occurrences, and they don't really find anything. So I don't know. I don't know where that story would go, but another one could be that perhaps the parties save a human from some type of attack, and this NPC in the part now gains the trust of the party, follows them around, he's their buddy, he saves them in various situations, and then when it's right, he strikes. And he goes and he kills one of the party members at night when they're on watch together. And it's the long game with this type of creature when it comes to it. It's not just the stupid, oh, I'm a creature, you're going to attack me, blah, 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 blah. No, this is a long game creature, you think about it. He's in there for the betrayal. He's in there for just being the ultimate evil, chaotic evil. He's not really a big boss, so to speak, or a big bad guy. He's more of a mid-boss, lieutenant type thing. Maybe not monster of the week because he's long-term, so he could be somewhat of a villain throughout the campaign, but he is covertly using his actions. So I wanted to do like a little story situation as if you were playing the game. And here's something I came up with. You've been traveling the desolate roads for days now, the sun setting behind the mountains as the chill of the night begins to creep in. It's quiet, save for the occasional rustling in the brush nearby. Suddenly, you hear a voice, a man, calling for help from the side of the road. He looks injured, battered. There's something off about him. He limps over to the camp, asks for your help, and says, "Can I sit next to the warm fire? I've been attacked various times by wolves, and it's very dangerous out there." He appears to not have any weapons on him, and he doesn't appear to be a threat. Despite your first instincts, you let him sit by the fire, offering him food and shelter for the night. He speaks very little afterwards as he sits by the fire and eats his food and enjoys the warmth with you. Though every once in a while you see a strange gleaming of light off of his eyes as the fire hits it. As the night wears on, one by one, your companions become to feel drowsy. Your head grows heavy, but you resist the urge to sleep. Suddenly, the stranger's form begins to change, fur spreading all over his skin as he shifts into a jackal-like creature. Those who succumb to the sleep fall to the ground helpless. The Jackalwere grins, ready to strike. With a sinister growl, he lunges at you, but you're ready. You shout for your allies, weapons raised, knowing that iron or magic will be the only hope to survive this deadly ambush. So that's a situation that you could be in, and it'd be a perfect one for, just kind of like the short game. If you just want to introduce the creature and get rid of the creature pretty much, and just pull one over on the party. Me personally, I would use this creature for the long game. So this is a great creature to screw with people with. And I think the fact that he could change into a human and infiltrate a village or a party or something would be excellent to do. And again, long game for this is possibly the best way to do it. And I'd like to hear your thoughts on this creature. Not a lot of people use a Jackalwere. I think I've used it a couple times, but now that I'm thinking about it more, he's going to be used a little bit more now, because you never know when the Jackalwere might strike. When it comes to these evil creatures like this, these very intelligent, thought-provoking creatures, and I know the Jackalwere is like, oh, it's not really that thought-provoking. Oh, actually it is, if you think about it. And now that I'm formulating the long game in my head for this creature, I'm absolutely loving it, because who would want to do this as a DM? Well, you're not really supposed to play DM versus player anymore because, that's not how Dungeons and Dragons is played anymore. Well, it actually is, so I don't care. And I'm not willing to kill people. I just like the long game and having people do the investigation and figure it out. Well, that's the Jackalwere for you. Right from the Monster Manual, the original Monster Manual, page 56. Tell me what you think about it. I'd like to know your comments, your thoughts on this. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if it's your first time here. Also, you can support me by going to buymeacoffee.com/theevildm or ko-fi.com/theevildm if you want to do one-time donations. Or you could sign up for long-term. It's up to you. 99 cents a month for YouTube channel. You get live streams on Fridays and access to videos ahead of time. I'm going to say keep original, keep it old school. Good night and God bless. Let's keep those AD&D fires lit. Good night.